Okay, so we are now on to module number 4, which is creating viral advertisements. And this is very important for both Facebook and Instagram, but especially for Instagram theme pages. Creating viral advertisements is everything. In this course, we're going to go over both forms of marketing, but we're going to go ahead and start with Instagram theme pages because they're usually a little cheaper and they can get you sales right out of the gate. Now, to make an advertisement go viral on an Instagram theme page and reach beyond the page's followers, it comes down to 50% choosing the right page, and the other 50% is you creating the actual advertisement. Now, I'm definitely going to go over on how you can choose the right pages later in this course, but for now, let's go over what you actually need to do to your advertisement. Now, what a lot of people recommend you do when you're first testing out a product, you're not sure if it's a winning product yet, instead of going out and spending money and time on creating custom content and custom advertisements for this product, instead, they recommend you go ahead and look for YouTube videos reviewing this product. You look for AliExpress supplier videos, just product videos in general. You then source all of these different clips from different places, you smash them together into one advertisement, and use that to test out your product. So for a lot of beginners, this is an easy way to get their foot in the door, test certain products, and then once they make some money, they can go ahead and go out and create custom content for the product or pay other people to create the content for them. Even a lot of people who are very successful with dropshipping still test out their products this way because it's an easy way to test out if a product is a winning product or not. Theoretically speaking, if someone wanted to make an advertisement on that Pimple Patches website we created earlier, what they can do is go ahead and search on YouTube for different pimple patch review videos and whatnot. Go on Google, type in pimple patch or acne patch ads. Go on Facebook, type that same thing in, and then kind of source all of those videos into one advertisement and come up with something that looks similar to this. They would then take that advertisement, get it posted on different theme pages, and as soon as they see that it's a winning product, they would then go ahead and create custom content for the product. So once you're at a point where you're ready for custom content, or you just want to skip all of those steps I talked about previously and you want to just get into custom content immediately, a very easy way to get custom content done for you is to go ahead and DM influencers in the niche that your dropshipping store is in, influencers that are creating content in that niche. So for the skincare product, I can DM somebody on Instagram that's creating content that relates to skincare, send them my product, maybe even get it 2 days shipped from Amazon to them so I don't have to wait for them to receive it from AliExpress. Once they receive it, I would then ask them to film themselves using the product. And because they already create content for Instagram, you know that they can make good content for you. And you don't even necessarily have to DM them asking to promote your product. You can just ask them to create content for you. So that's going to be a lot cheaper. I mean, if you DM somebody that has like 20K followers and they're creating good content, it's not going to be very expensive for them to just film themselves using your product and send that video over to you. Now, you would preferably do that with a couple of different people, and then you suddenly have a ton of original custom content that you can use to go ahead and create your very own custom advertisement. Now, another option you can use for finding people to create content with your product for your advertisement is use a website called Fiverr.com. Now, this website is probably going to be a little bit more expensive, but if you're a beginner, it's going to be a lot easier to arrange things on here. So if we type in here, let's type in product and see what pops up here. Let's do product video. Now, as you can see, there's a ton of listings on here of people offering to actually create content with your product and send it over to you. Some of these people have been on the platform for years, so they're also very experienced, and it's very easy to set something up since this is done through Fiverr, and it's a very easy to use platform. So for our pimple patches, we can use something like this girl over here who's offering to do a review or a product video with a makeup product, but there's all kinds of listings on here with all kinds of demographics of people, so you can really find somebody to do a product video for you for basically any product you can think of. And that custom ad is going to make you stick out from the rest of the dropshipping stores. It's going to make you look like the legit person to go to buy this product. And 8 times out of 10, I would say that the custom ad is going to outperform that whatever you created earlier by a ton. I'm actually talking about this from personal experience. My very first product that did very well for me was actually a product that a lot of people were copying other companies' advertisements and using those advertisements as their own to promote their dropshipping stores. However, I didn't do that, and I endorse you to never steal advertisements either. I created my own content, and that set me apart from the rest of the other dropshipping stores, and my ads actually were the ones that started going viral because they were different than from the rest of the other ads that were out there. So when people were seeing my custom ads, they were seeing it for the first time and they were engaging a lot more with it. But that's basically a game plan you can consider when you're looking for content for your advertisement. Now let's go ahead and dive a little deeper here and go over what you basically want in any advertisement that you create. First up, you gotta have some solid clickbait. For the pimple patch advertisement I showed you earlier, this was the clickbait, and as you can see here, this would blend right in into a skincare type page or a makeup type page, but it will also be tempting to click on the explore page. Now on Instagram, you can select any frame of the video to become the thumbnail of the video you post. However, when you're paying other people to post for you, it might be a little difficult to explain which frame you want, and also they might not know how to do all of that, how to select the thumbnail and whatnot. So what I would recommend you do is to actually put the frame you want as this thumbnail as the very first frame of the video. Just flash it real quick. That way it automatically becomes the thumbnail when people post your video. Now, as for the actual advertisement, you got to make sure it hits 3 key points. That is, it's convincing, it's clear, and it's engaging. And these 3 parts don't have to be in any particular order. Your finished advertisement has to tick off these 3 boxes. For the convincing part, you got to make sure you explain how your product works and why people actually need it. For the clear part, you got to make sure that when people watch your advertisement, they're not left confused. They leave the ad knowing exactly what your product does and how it can help them or how it can improve their lives or whatnot. And for the engaging part of this equation, you got to make sure that people watch the ad all the way through and that they aren't clicking off midway. This is why I don't recommend you make an advertisement that's extremely long. Stick to making it around 30 seconds and make sure that people watch it all the way through, because when your watch time is close to 100%, that's really going to help that post and that advertisement do well on the explore page, and it's going to get you that extra reach. I mean, if Instagram sees that people are clicking on your video because of your good clickbait and they're watching it all the way through, they're going to recommend it to more and more people, which is really good because you're getting more and more exposure. Putting some text in your advertisement can be good when it is crucial in order to explain something, but I don't recommend that your ad is filled with a bunch of tacky text. You want your advertisement to be so clear and convincing that text is no longer necessary to explain anything. That's kind of like the goal with this. The problem with using a lot of text is that as soon as somebody sees introducing the pimple patch on your video, they automatically know it's an advertisement and they kind of have that urge to click off because they know it's an ad and it's not actual content that a page normally posts. And once you're actually advertising with Facebook, they really don't like when you have a lot of text in your ads. I mean, they go as far as not approving some of your ads if they have too much text. They literally have a checker, an automatic checker on there that makes sure that you don't have too much text in your advertisements. And even if your ad gets approved with a ton of text, they might just send you lower quality traffic because, again, they don't like when you have a lot of words on your advertisement. The only part of the advertisement where I would actually urge you to put text is at the very end frame. You kind of want to put, you can buy this product here, the name of your brand, your logo, and the link to your advertisement type of thing. And the last tip I want to throw out for creating advertisements is that when I'm close to being finished with an ad, what I'll do is actually sit there and watch the ad all the way through, and any parts where I get bored, I make sure to either trim it or make it a little more interesting. I'll also sometimes get a second or third person to take a look at the ad and ask them when they would want to click off the advertisement and take that into account as well. So that's my Instagram ad example and my advice for creating viral Instagram advertisements.